Good morning. On this beautiful Sunday morning, my husband and I were heading out to church, and actually Rick is going to be giving the morning message at our own church this Sunday. So that's what we're planning on doing. And when I get back from church, I have something I want to show you that came in the mail that my husband bought me. So that ought to be fun. Anyways, talk to you after a bit.
Why are you scared when you know that I am here? If you truly love me, then your work will not change. Why are you scared when you know that I'm the same?
Well, earlier I said that I was going to show you what my husband got me, and it came in the mail yesterday, so here it is. This is a box full of GoPro accessories. The one accessory that I really wanted was this one. This, believe it or not, is a dog harness. So this goes on the back. This part here goes on the back, and you put the GoPro here, so as the dog's walking, there it goes. Then it came with a little tripod. It came with, which I probably would never use, but it was a complete set. So this, I believe, is a chest mount. This would be part of a head mount, which I wouldn't use either. But I do like, this is a suction cup, so you can put it like on the dashboard, and that way you don't have to worry about it falling. And this is a mount that is a clip. That's kind of neat, don't you think? And then, this is probably one I will use. This is actually a wrist mount. So you can just put it on your wrist and mount your GoPro on that, which I think would work really well with shopping. And then this is the floaty, because they warn people that the GoPro will sink. So like if you're in a lake or a river and you do not have a floating handle on it, that you might not find your GoPro if it's, dirty water. And then the other thing it came with was just a whole bunch of extra mountable pieces, and I mean a lot. I mean, anything that you could possibly imagine needing is in these bags. I mean, it's just unbelievable how much stuff. And then more mounting with the 3M stickers, and again, more like to be able to mount it higher up so that it's, I don't know if you're going to get the gist of that, but anyways, yeah, so that's what was in this box that he got for me, and I just thought, oh, and what you're not seeing is the selfie stick that is attached to this GoPro right now. So yes, that was everything he got. It was a total surprise. I had told him that I really wanted the dog harness, and the dog harness alone was like $39.99, and there was just no way. And I went on to Amazon and I saw one for $19.99, and I told him about it because I thought, oh, half off, I can do that, right? And he then ended up buying me this whole kit, and for this whole kit, he only spent $39.99. So I got a lot of things that I really could use, especially like that little bendable tripod and the selfie stick and the dog harness and the wrist thing. So those things I will use. So kind of exciting about that, don't you think? But I do want to tell you, you're not going to believe what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I got up, did a few things, did my devotions, went and took a shower, got out of the shower, and went to dry my hair, and my hair dryer started to smoke and smell, and it scared the daylights out of me. And I turned it off, and yeah, it wouldn't work. So had to go out and buy a new hair dryer. And in this weather, I have to have a hair dryer. It will take my hair approximately 6 to 8 hours to dry just in the air. It takes forever, my hair to dry. So anyways, so we went and we got one of those. And then this morning, when I go to get cleaned up in order to get ready for church, and I took off my glasses to be able to wash my face and stuff like that, and I took off my glasses, and the little pad for the nose pad fell on the ground. My husband tried to fix it, but he says that the plastic is, it's like the little rubber part for the nose pad is broke itself. So where I got them is closed today, so I will go tomorrow to get them. But I thought, my goodness, you know, I don't think I want to go through any more broken stuff. So hopefully that's it for stuff that's going to break. But we had a wonderful day in church today, and I'll talk to you after a while. Good evening, everyone. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you enjoyed that little clip of Mindy Lou with the GoPro on her back. I realize there's quite a little bit of wobble, and I have to tighten that harness, but I'm having difficulty in what is going to be too tight for her, and so still working things out, but it was a lot of fun. I thought it was adorable. But one thing to remember is Shelties have a natural wobble to their walk. If you ever watch a little Sheltie from behind, their little tush wiggles as they walk, like they're swinging their hips. So there will be a natural little wobble, but that was a lot of wobble. So anyways, tonight I wanted to read to you 2 Corinthians 1, verse 22. Who hath put his seal upon us, and given us the earnest payment of the Spirit in our heart. I read that from my husband's Bible because he uses the 21st century King James Version because of the word earnest. It helps us to understand what this verse is saying. First, I think what I want to start off with saying is that if a Christian believes that they will receive all the completed benefits of all of God's promises at once, since they've been saved, they are sorely mistaken. Most of God's promises for believers are for a future age, after Christ's return. What God gives to Christians immediately is not the benefit of all the promises, but the guarantee or the proof of them. That guarantee is God's Holy Spirit, who is working in the life of every believer. When it says that, and given the earnest of his Spirit, might be better understood as in a similar way as when we put a deposit on the purchase of a home. That deposit is our guarantee to the person selling the house that we are going to purchase the house. Now, I realize that I'm using an earthly concept, because we all know that Christ completed his work. He just didn't make a deposit. I'm just trying to help you to understand what is being said in this verse. And that's why some Bibles will use the word pledge. Some Bibles will use the word deposit. Because the earnest of the Spirit, it signifies that God gives to his people the influences of his Spirit, his operation on the heart as a part of or a pledge that all the blessings of the covenant of redemption will be given to them. These comforts, these influences of the Spirit are a pledge from heaven. They are the security which God gives us that we will be saved. Because one of the things we need to understand is that the comforts of the Christian here are of the same nature as they will be in heaven. But they're just going to simply be expanded upon. So things like love, peace, joy, and purity, they all begin here. But they are completed in eternity, and they are perfected in eternity. The joys of heaven differ only in degree, not in kind, from those that we experience here on earth. That which is begun here is perfected there. Joy, purity, love, peace, all these that we experience within our heart have been placed there by the Holy Spirit. That is the earnest. That is the deposit, so to speak. I like what John Wesley spoke on this verse, and I'm going to read that because it's very good. Who also sealed us, stamping his image on our hearts, thus making and sealing us as his own property, and given us the earnest of his Spirit. There is a difference between an earnest and a pledge. A pledge is to be restored when a debt is paid. But an earnest, it's not taken away, but completed. Such an earnest is the Holy Spirit. And so with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. Let's embrace it. And before I end, I do want to read something to you that A.W. Tozer wrote. An infinite God can give all of himself to each of his children. He does not distribute himself that each may have a part, but to each one he gives all of himself as fully as if there were no other. His love has not changed, it has not cooled off, and it needs no increase because he has already loved us with infinite love, and there is no way that infinitude can be increased. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. How can we not praise such a wonderful God? Good night, and God bless.